The Gauteng Legislature will hold public hearings on the Petitions Amendment Bill of 2023. The platform allows residents to provide input on proposed updates to the Gauteng Petitions Act of 2002. One of the key petitions comes from Brixton residents who have been facing persistent water cuts. Let's now speak to our reporter, Zola, who is now joining us live for more details. Zola, very good morning to you. So speak to us about some of the water challenges that has been faced by these communities, but also what happened to their petitions.
Well, these residents, Aljan, have submitted a petition late last year, and they were hoping that they will end, or it will put an end to their decade-long struggle of water. And they've been blaming the struggle on poor maintenance or lack of maintenance of their water infrastructure, and also neglect from the water utility, essentially saying that they've tried several, avenues of trying to get their message across to the relevant officials, like demonstrating on the roads. They had a protest late last year, and that has not yielded results. Now they are living life on Jojo tanks, buckets, and bottles of water. I'm going to ask my colleague to show you. This is how many residents in Brixton, Hursthill, have been living their lives. They've had inconsistent water supply for quite some time now, where they allege that they wouldn't be notified when they won't have water, or water won't be coming out of their taps. They'll just see dry taps, and they're now forced to find alternative means to survive. And this Jojo tank is one of their measures, and it was introduced by Joburg Water so that they're able to have water, while we are told they are working on fixing their issue of not having water. Let's actually bring in one of the community leaders who is well aware of the struggles of water in this area. Yola, thank you very much for your time. Take us through the challenges that we understand have been going on for decades in this area.
Good morning. Yes, it has been going on for decades. It's quite a number of years that we are battling without water. We can't really say that we wake up in the morning and you'll find there's no water in your taps. So we are being throttled. We are being switched off at night. Supposed to be switched on in the morning. Like this morning, 5:45, 5:45, water was switched on. And still, there's no water in the taps. So, yes, it is basically maintenance has never been done. So, I don't know, how long are we still going to sit without water?
Perhaps you could paint us a picture on how bad the situation is, because I understand that there are also old age homes in this area. How are they able to survive when sometimes you go for weeks without water?
Well, it is, we've got so many old age units in our area. Not talking about those that's living in the flats. It's a battle for them. You know, we had an old lady that burned herself. We had old people that they can't carry the buckets. It's difficult. I mean, even for a child, it's difficult. So the old people is really battling, because with this construction that's busy, once they dig up the trenches, the trucks can't get in to fill the Jojos. So they have to walk from wherever they are just to get water.
And of course, action has been taken by residents trying to get this matter resolved, like signing petitions, demonstrating, and nothing has really happened so far.
That's so true. We even went to the Newtown Joburg Water office. We sat in there for hours with the councillor, and nothing happened. They told us to go home. Water will be back in our taps. While we got home, there was absolutely nothing. So it was just to get rid of us. We had protests, we had petitions signed, and to be honest, it's like our plea is just falling on deaf ears. So it is frustrating, and so up till now, there's no water.
Thank you very much for your time, ma'am. Well, Aljan, just about later on today, the Gauteng Legislature will be dealing with a number of petitions that are ranging from service delivery issues, issues with housing, water supply in Gauteng, and residents remain hopeful that those petitions will be responded to, and their long-term issues will be addressed as we understand that water has become a crisis in many parts of the Gauteng province. Issues of housing as well, especially RDP houses, and also the allocation those are the issues that will be addressed later on today. Back to you in studio.